The world is cruel, but life is beautiful. Bob Yule used to focus on how beautiful life is. He was the flowers grown in slop jars and the gentle melody in a song about killing your neighbors. Unfortunately, this town took his image, stole it with our filthy hands, and turned it dark and rigid. We wore Bob down with our constant judgment of his lifestyle. He isn't guilty of murder. He's guilty of trying to live up to this town's expectations and attempting to do what he thought was the right thing. Bob Yule no longer sees how life could be beautiful, and might never if we take away the opportunity to show him. Bob Yule knows the world is cruel, which is exactly why he rushed into the scene. He saw a black man upon his daughter, who has never shown interest in men before. He saw the room was a mess, and he heard screaming. Bob Yule had every right to believe that Tom was raping his daughter, the only beautiful thing left he had after his wife died. The young girl had grown so much and been through hell and back, yet still saw the beauty in life. She cared for the flowers that grew from slop jar waste. She took care of the young ones and loved her father even though he could not provide for them. He burst through the door, seeing red, his brain singling out everything but protecting his daughter. Unfortunately, he was so focused his brain couldn't handle it, and he became temporarily insane, not being able to really understand what he was doing. He swung wildly, with the intent to rescue his daughter, repay her for everything she had done for him, and instead beat her black and purple. For he didn't see Tom Robinson flee the nest where his baby girl lived. He didn't see the man run from the light of his life. When the damage was done, his mind was still someplace else, for he did not even consider calling an ambulance. When the real Bob Yule focused, he had utter concern for his daughter and filed a report to the cops, the only thing he had left to do after he messed up yet again. He had nothing to offer his children anymore, but Mayella was different. She saw the beauty of life, the innocence in the world. He did not want to kill a mockingbird, which is why he went along with the story for so long. To kill a mockingbird is to murder something or someone's innocence. Mayella was just over 18 and still new to the world. The beauty still etched in her mind. Mr. Yule had lost his mind temporarily due to alcohol abuse and severe depression. In this court of law, this is called cognitive insanity, which proves he should be set free or deserves a lesser charge. His depression from losing his wife, not being able to provide for his children, and being the shame of the town made his mind not capable of figuring out what was wrong and right at the time. He saw the opportunity to make things right and yet again made it worse. Mr. Yule is just like you and me. He made a mistake and then tried to fix it as fast as he could. Not only did he beat his daughter out of insanity, he also attacked two young children, Scout and Jem. No sane man would attack defenseless children, especially under the pressure Mr. Yule was. He wanted to get back on track and make his late wife proud, but no one in town believed he could succeed. Some may argue that Mr. Yule knew what he was doing was wrong, for he lied in the court, yet he was trying to protect his sunshine. Mayella was still unclear what had happened that day and didn't know how to handle the hate from the town. He didn't confess to his crime when he came back to the realization because he didn't want Mayella to lose the beauty he saw shining in her eyes. His hope of a better life was gone, but his love for his daughter was not. Today, a depressed, hated man sits before us with no light in his eyes. You see the shell of a man Mr. Yule used to be, the man he wants to be now. If you do not release Bob Yule, he will never again believe that beauty in life exists and is worth staying alive for. I do not even ask for him to be released back into town. Get this poor man help before those 17 bullet holes end up being one single one in Bob Yule's head. We do not need more blood on our streets and losses to our people. Bob Yule needs help, and convicting him will do nothing more but curse the town with more hatred.